Okay, hello guys, and once again welcome back to the channel. So our video for today would be the promotional quest for S2 to S3, or from New Cooking Star to S3. Now before we start, I would like you to take down notes regarding the quest. So take note that I've mentioned before that every time you do a promotional quest, there would be a guest NPC, and eventually you would need to cook for her or him a certain recipe, or you would need to feed him or her a certain recipe. Now there would always be choices. Now depending on the choice that you select, this can either make you finish the quest a lot faster or make the quest a lot harder. Now for the selection I made for this quest, it took me 4 days to finish because of a single mistake that I made. Now do take note that the NPC would ask you to cook one food for her, but there would be 4 recipes in the selection. The first recipe would be the veggie pizza. As you can see here, you can unlock the veggie pizza in the new star, or if you click the new star cooking, you can learn the seafood pizza on this level. Unfortunately, I did not, because I learned the guava juice and the crab shumai first. So if you're a new cooking star, make sure you do not select this if you haven't learned it yet, or you can do what I did and learned it the hard way. So the next recipe would be for the takoyaki. Now if we scroll down, the takoyaki would be available at an early level. You can actually get the takoyaki as a chef assistant, if I'm not mistaken, or a trainee chef. So if you're a trainee chef, you can actually already craft the takoyaki. And once you've unlocked the takoyaki, the okonomiyaki will also be available, which is one of the choices. And the fourth choice would be the grilled shrimps. So in short, take note that you need to check if these recipes are available. So that would be the seafood pizza, the takoyaki, the okonomiyaki, and the grilled shrimps. Now, if you want to make sure, just click on your kitchen, check out the recipes. If this is locked, this is how it would look like. There would be a lock on the right side. If it's locked, it means you won't be able to make it yet, or you need to learn it first. So let's check that out again. So as I mentioned, the recipes that you need or that you can cook for her are grilled shrimps, a veggie pizza, okonomiyaki, and the takoyaki. Open your kitchen first, make sure you have these recipes. If you have it, then you can select that option to cook for her, and this would make your quest a lot easier. On my end, I cooked veg pizza, and this is how the quest would progress. Okay, so visit your cuisines bar and make sure that all the prerequisites are done, that you've finished your ingredients, your cookability, and your menu ability. Afterwards, just click on the promotion tab and you will immediately be transferred to Tokyo in order to speak with the head honcho, or with the NPC giver, which is Hideki. Was it Hideki? Yes, I believe his name is Hideki, if not Usagi. So you need to speak with Usagi in order to start with the quest. Okay, so after speaking with Koshi, you will now be introduced with the female NPC, or the guest NPC. Now, similar with the previous quests, she has an issue with her son. So it's a son this time around. It's the second son for the promotional quest. So now, there would be another choice here. You would be asked to offer her a drink. Now, I'm not sure if this will affect the quest. I haven't checked. You would be required to, there are 3 choices, and you would be required to either choose lemonade, the pure juice, or the freshly squeezed mango juice. I selected the lemonade out of the blue, and nothing bad happened, so I guess it was the good choice. Okay, so she definitely liked the lemonade that we gave her, and now we can proceed with the quest. So she's telling you that her husband passed away. They have a son. The name of the son is Koji. He's 17 years old. I'm not sure if that was correct, but yes, I guess it was 17, or the boy was 17 years old. And it's your duty to help her out and find her son to make them reunite. So as mentioned earlier, these are the four choices that was provided. It's a seafood pizza, the takoyaki, the okonomiyaki, and the grilled shrimps. Of course, I selected the seafood pizza because I was thinking of the veggie pizza, which is an earlier recipe that I have already learned. But after trying to progress with the quest, I learned it the hard way that the seafood pizza is actually a recipe that I haven't learned yet. So I scrolled down on my kitchen, I saw the veggie pizza, I browsed it over, went downwards, and there you behold, it's locked. So shy. So since the recipe is locked, I have no choice but to learn it first because it's the option that I have selected. So I went on ahead and tried to learn the recipe, and I was about 30%. Okay, yes, about 30%, and it took me 3 to 4 days, if I'm not mistaken, to complete that to 100%. So it's that long, or it would take you that long to complete a certain recipe, especially if we only have 300 vit in a day. Okay, so a few days has passed, and now I can finally finish this video or this guide. So after learning the recipe, I had to cook the food first. It took 50 seconds to cook, and it took 25 to 30 minutes in order to clean that food. So I had to wait a little much longer. So after providing the food to the guest NPC, she would ask you to visit Chizuru in order to find her son or to talk to her son. So you can either skip or you can just go and proceed and listen to me mumble about the quest. So after waiting for her to finish the food, she will ask you now to, if it's not too much of a bother, can you help her look for her missing child? And the missing child is supposedly in Chizuru. So he's not really missing anyway because they know where to find him. So you're now going to Chizuru in order to find the 17-year-old guy. So after teleporting to Chizuru, just make sure to click on the quest notification. It will automatically transfer you over or move you over to the location of the NPC. So you will be heading towards the Chizuru beach first. Once you're in Chizuru beach, just click on the quest notification. Afterwards, just wait for a bit. Okay, after waiting for a few seconds, click on the next quest notification. You will now head towards the basketball court where you will find the missing son. This is the second son that we had to look in order to promote our cuisine quest. So there we go, the depressed boy or Koji. You will now speak with Koji. You will talk about the essence of food. I'm just kidding. So you will talk about life, the father's dying wish, and that he doesn't want to study, he wants to be a basketball player. We don't know if it's good. I was waiting if he's gonna ask you to shoot some hoops in order to finish the quest, but thankfully you don't have to. So you just need to talk how he is a fan of Jordan. So afterwards there would be another choice, or there would be 4 choices. So on this option I selected to let me treat you with a bite to eat. Then this promoted my healing, so it means this choices would only affect your traits, so it's a trait booster. I'm not sure what the other options will give, but the option I've selected gave 5 healing, so it's up to you to choose what you would rather have, or if you want to experiment, it won't affect the quest as much. It might only affect you with the distance on where you have to go in order to purchase the prerequisite in order to give Koji. So mine was just on the side of the street. I had to buy the food and I have to give it to him. Afterwards, you need to go back to Tokyo and talk with the mom. Okay, since there was a brief silence there, you can probably hear me swallowing. My mic is still busted. I don't have money to buy a new one. So let's just proceed with the quest. So they finally meet. The guy is asking, why do you have to worry about me, etc, etc. Now our master Yusigi would give a very cool advice to the mom, and will give advice to the son as well. You can read it out once you've done, or once you are undergoing the same quest for your promotion. Okay, so after giving the advice, they will now set off. The quest is done. You are now promoted. And guess what? You now have, or you can now craft the Advanced Bento. So there are another 4 choices, or there are 4 choices you can select. I selected the last one. It's a trait booster once again, so the choices won't matter. It's up to you what you want to choose. Choose wisely if you're lacking on traits, because some quests are trait triggered. Okay, so after that, Koshi would tell you about his past experience, blah blah blah. And the next time around, they're probably gonna be telling your experience as well on how your choices sucked, and how it took you a few days or 3 days or more because you chose the wrong option. So there we go, we are now S3. You can now also craft the Advanced Bento. So once again guys, thanks for watching, and if you want, you have a free oven as well, courtesy of the game. And at the end of the video, I'll be crafting the bento. I'm not sure if I have the video, but if not, then that's it. Once again, thanks for watching. Make sure to click the like, the subscribe, and leave a comment. And goodbye. Have fun gaming.